Hi everyone, welcome to Facebook Live. This is my weekly Facebook Live that I do every Wednesday at 3 o'clock Mountain Time. I'm Ruth Norton with Ruth's Stamping Corner, and I thank you guys very much for joining me today. Before we get to today's project, and it is a gorgeous project, but before we get to today's project, let's get through just a few little housekeeping things. So look what arrived yesterday, you guys. Paper pumpkin. Now I haven't opened it. This is the Sending Hearts paper pumpkin. This is January's paper pumpkin. I haven't had a chance to open it, but I am going to go live in my VIP group tonight at 6 o'clock Mountain Time. So if you are around and you're a member of my VIP group, join my Facebook Live at 6 o'clock. If you're not a member of my VIP group, please join my VIP group. It is open for everybody. There's no requirements to join. It's just it's another fun place that I can share more fun things with you guys. And I sometimes share a little bit more in there just because groups sometimes with the Facebook algorithm, sometimes they feed information from groups into your newsfeed more than from pages like this. So please feel free to join my group if you are not already a member. February's paper pumpkin is going to be gorgeous. Here's a little sneak peek. It is called the Bouquet of Hope, and I think it's 9 cards. I'm not sure. I will double check that, but it is going to be simply gorgeous, and I can't wait to get it. So if you want February's paper pumpkin, you need to subscribe by February 10th. Okay, if you want to see January's paper pumpkin, though, make sure to join my VIP group. I'll be live tonight at 6 p.m. Okay, so coming in February, we have the Hey Chick and the Hey Birthday Chick bundle. So I have those in hand, and they are so cute. So this is the Hey Birthday Chick, and these are the dies that go with them. These will be available starting February 2nd, I believe. But there's this great happy birthday greeting, which I cannot wait to use. There's a little sack of flour, grain, and I mean the dies are just so stinking cute. So I just love the dies. And then in coordinating with that, this is the Hey Chick. Now this was available as a Sale-a-Bration set, I think way back in 2017. It's been a hot minute. It's been a few years, but they've made coordinating dies to go with this too, and I just love them. Look at the little corns. There's little corn husks and corn. There's a corn stalk here. There's eggs. So cute little chicken wire here. So this is just such a cute grouping, and I cannot wait to use these. Just gotta find some time, right? So if you are interested in those will be available in February, but you can add them to your starter kit and get them this month too. If you purchase a starter kit, you can actually put those items in your starter kit. Now, speaking of the starter kit, let's go to that page. When you join Stampin' Up! During Sale-a-Bration, you get to choose. You don't get to choose, these come automatically. You get 5 stacks of designer series paper in your starter kit for free. Now these are designer series papers that will be in the next annual catalog, so people cannot purchase these. The only way to get these is to get them free in your starter kit. Now you do get to choose $125 worth of product that you want for only $99 plus that paper stack. And I think that I heard that this was like 200 sheets of paper. So an incredible deal, just a fabulous deal. So if you're interested in joining Stampin' Up, if your wish list is long, if it's over $100, this is really a great deal. You can purchase a starter kit, then get a discount on everything you purchase beyond that. And there's no like Stampin' Police. If you don't want to sell or ever buy anything, that's completely fine, you guys. Nobody's gonna pressure you. Believe me, my group is very low key. We just have a ton of fun. Okay, let's talk about the card we're making today. Isn't this gorgeous? It's pretty stunning. I love how bold and bright it is. It's just gorgeous. So we are using this Fine Art Floral Suite. We're not even using the suite. I'm really only using the Art Gallery bundle from this entire suite, but there's a ton of fun products in this suite, including this gilded leafing stuff, which I've played with a tiny bit. I haven't really explored too much of that, so I'm pretty anxious to play with it though. So if you want to learn more about the gilded leafing, leave me a comment. Tell me you want to learn more, and maybe we'll explore it together. Maybe we'll do it in a Facebook Live. But let me know. But this is the bundle we're using, and is it pictured? Yeah, it's pictured better here. So it's a really beautiful bundle. Let me grab it for you here. So the stamp set is gorgeous. It's a 2-step stamp, which means you're going to get all of that amazing definition by stamping it twice with the 2 different stamps. And I'm going to grab the dies that we're going to need out of here. So I'm going to need this one and this one. I didn't grab those dies ahead of time, so I want to make sure that I have them. All right, so this is what we're doing, or what we're using, and this is what we're making. So let's get to making it first. We're going to start with all of the stamping. I'm actually going to start with our greeting because that is heat embossed, and I want to do that first. I want to get that out of the way first because that's going to be, with the embossing powder, it's going to be a little bit messy. So we're going to take care of that first. So I just have a scrap piece of Misty Moonlight. This is probably only like 1/2 inch tall, and then it doesn't matter the width. We're going to be cutting it down anyway. And I'm using that happy birthday greeting. Now, the great thing about this stamp set is that, I mean, there's stuff for every occasion. You have congratulations, I miss you, good luck, thank you, best wishes, I'm thinking of you. So there are tons and tons of greetings in here. So I'm just going to stamp this in the middle as straight as I can. Okay, and so I've stamped that in Versamark because we're going to put some embossing powder over it. So I have my white embossing powder here. Now the greeting is designed with the dies in mind. Just sprinkle that on. Can't do 2 things at once. The dies have this amazing big bold greeting down here that says just want to say. So you can say, I just want to say happy birthday. I just want to say thank you. I just want to say thinking of you. Whatever it is, whatever your greeting you want to coordinate that with, you have that amazing die cut to work with. We're not using the die today, but it is there. Okay, let me move that embossing powder out of the way. Now I'm going to let my heat tool heat up for just a couple seconds. I want to wait till it's nice and hot before I bring it to my project, because the hotter it is, the quicker the embossing powder will melt, and then the less warping your project will have to endure. So you just want to heat it up. It's going to turn nice, bright white and glossy. I'm going to turn this around so I don't burn my fingers. That powder will just melt, and that's it. And it is so pretty. So, and I love that bright white on darker colored cardstock. So we're going to set this aside. We're going to come back to this when it's time to assemble our card. In the meantime, let's stamp our flowers. So I just have a scrap piece of white here. And to stamp my flowers, I'm going to use my Stamparatus because we're going to do some 2-step stamping, and I want to make sure that these line up perfectly. So we're going to use the Stamparatus. So let me actually turn this around so we have our solid image first. Okay, so I'm going to put my paper in here. I'm going to grab my stamp set so that it lays nice and flat. If you put your stamp set under here, it'll lay nice and flat. I don't want to put it like that. There we go. It'll lay nice and flat, so when you're inking it, it's all nice and flat. So make sure I'm all on camera here. Okay, so on my Stamparatus, I already have the stamps mounted, so we're going to use the more solid image first. And I'm going to, it doesn't matter which color we use. I guess I'll just use the Mango Melody. That one was on top. So we're going to use the Mango Melody first, and actually for this bigger one, I want to stamp it off on the grid paper first. I'm going to ink it up real good, and I'm going to stamp it on the grid paper first. I'm going to pull that up, and then I'll slide my paper inside, and I'll stamp it. I'm kind of stamping this in the middle of my paper. That's I could have lined this up a little better, but that's okay. Okay. So I have my flower on there. I'm going to lift up my plate. So the beauty of the Stamparatus is that you get 2 kind of blocks in one plate. So I already have that detailed image up here. I'm going to stick this right back up into the corner, and I'm going to stamp that detailed image right on top of it. So we're going to get this beautiful Mango Melody flower that is 2-step stamped. Isn't that beautiful? Now, I don't know. Are we going to be able to get the second one there? I don't think so. Okay, let me grab another piece of paper. I don't know what I was thinking with that giant piece of paper, you guys, or mounting my stamp over here. When I was making a bunch yesterday, it worked out well, but I think my original thought was that I was going to have one of the flowers pre-stamped. Then I would have plenty of room, but that never happened. So our second flower we're going to stamp in Magenta Madness, and I'm going to grab my Simply Chamois though. And I'm going to clean off my stamps because we don't want to stamp it with the Mango Melody on there. So I'm just going to clean that off really quick. And I'm going to flip this over and I'm going to clean this one too. So now we're ready for the Magenta Madness, okay? Just make sure this is all nice and dry. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing. We're going to ink this up with Magenta Madness. And then we're going to stamp it on the scrap paper first. I love the Stamparatus, and if you have trouble lining up two-step stamps, the Stamparatus is a lifesaver. And if you're making a bunch of cards, the Stamparatus is perfect for that too, because it's just so easy to just have it all already mounted, and then you can just stamp without having to worry about position, without having to really think too much, just ink and stamp. All right, so that was our more solid image. We're going in with our detailed image. This one I'm just going to stamp right over, just like that. And gorgeous. And everything lines up perfectly. It's just stunning. Okay, let's get out our Granny Apple Green now. I'm going to put my Stamparatus away. So we're done with the Stamparatus for now, but Stamparatus is definitely a must-have tool. It's so helpful. Okay, let me find the stamp I need. I'm going to use my leaf image here. I'm going to stamp 2 of these because we need 2 of them. One for, well, we want 4 leaves total is honestly what we want. The only way to get that is for 2 stems. Okay. All right, so that is that stamping. So our flowers are stamped. We're going to die cut these in just a second. So let's set those aside for just a minute and let's finish up with the rest of our stamping. I have a piece of Misty Moonlight here. This is 5 1/4 by 4, and I'm going to stamp it in Misty Moonlight Ink. So I want to get some grid paper out though, so I can get out that Stamparatus grid paper we were using. And I have the largest kind of cluster of flowers in here, and we are just going to stamp these all over the background. So it doesn't really matter where. Make sure you're turning your stamp though, because that'll make it look more like everything was like all intentional. I hope that makes sense. Words are hard today, guys. I'm just gonna say words are hard. I hope everybody's having a good Wednesday though. It's been kind of a laid back day here. It was snowing this morning, which I was not expecting, but I guess that's what Mother Nature wanted to do. It's not snowing now though. It's nice and sunny now, so I think the snow is past, which is just fine with me. I'm not a snow fan. So, all right, one more, and I think we'll go. I want the stem. Okay, perfect. When you're stamping on a background like this too, you want to make sure that you're going off the edge. If you stamp it all inside the parameters of that cardstock, it's just going to make it look very cramped. But when you stamp it off the edge, it makes it look very seamless, like DSP. All right, I'm going to leave my Misty Moonlight out for just a second because I want to add a little bit of detail to the center of the flowers. Now, I looked in the art gallery stamp set, and none of these images really gave me that center look that I was looking for. But I saw this one, this little dotted stamp right here in the Touch of Ink. This is a Sale-a-Bration stamp set that you can earn for free. These little dots down here, I saw and I was like, well, those might work perfectly for what I want. And so they do. They're a little bit big for the whole center. So what I'm going to do is I'm only going to ink up half of it. Because it's a clear photopolymer stamp, I can easily just ink up half of it. And then I'm just going to stamp that in the middle. I'm going to rotate my stamp a little bit, stamp it again, rotate it a little bit, and stamp it a third time. So that's going to give you multiple layers of that blue inside the center of that flower. That's going to add lots of detail. So I'm just going to ink up half of it again. And stamp once, turn it, and 3 times. So I love that extra detail that this little stamp adds. So look through your stash. You never know what you have that you could add to another project. All right, I think we are ready to start die cutting. So let me get out my little baby cut and emboss machine. I think we're gonna have to trim these down. I think these are gonna be too wide to go through, but that's okay. The dies are right here. Now you could cut these on, of course, your larger cut and emboss machine. I have my mini one handy. It sits on my desk. It lives on my desk, so that's the one we're going to use. I do need to grab my scissors though, because this is not going to fit. I'm just going to hack these up. All right, this might take a hot minute to get these all run through, but that'll give us a little bit of time to chat. So every Saturday during Sale-a-Bration, if you guys don't know, I am doing, I'm featuring a different Sale-a-Bration product in my VIP group. So that is another reason to join my VIP group. You know, let's cut one of the stems too, as long as we're running it through. So, so far I have featured the Darling Donkeys set and the Paper Blooms Designer Series paper. And this week I'm actually featuring that Touch of Ink stamp set that I just showed you that we used for the center of these flowers. So that is another reason to purchase that stamp set. I'm going to show you a really, really beautiful card featuring that stamp set. So make sure you guys join my VIP group, because I am, oh, my handle on the wrong side. Hello. Because I am featuring a different Sale-a-Bration product every single Saturday. At 10 a.m. I go live in my VIP group. So look at that flower. Look how beautiful it is. It is so pretty. Okay, we have a couple more to die cut here. We have one more stem and one more flower. The stem set was one of the very first ones that I got, and I love it. I haven't had a chance to really use it. The DSP that goes with it is gorgeous, but I have a hard time when there's coordinating DSP. Sometimes I have a hard time using that stamp set in other colors other than what the DSP has. I don't know if you guys have that problem too. So when I break out and use it into alternating colors, I usually really love it, but sometimes I kind of get stumped right at the beginning because the DSP is always so gorgeous and you just want to use everything all at once. All right. This is such a beautiful card, and the colors. Okay, that is all of our die cutting. Look at that flower. Stunning. Okay, move my baby out of the way. And smooth these out of the way. I don't want to throw those away accidentally. Okay, let's move all of our scraps out of the way. We'll move it all. All right, now for the stems, I really only want the leaves. So I'm just going to carefully just cut that stem off. And a lot of the bottom part of the leaf will be hidden, so I'm not worried about, you know, it looking perfect there. Just kind of cut that stem away, and it's fine. We're just going to hide a lot of that. So you guys don't have to use your stamps in the manner they're intended. All right, let's get to assembling this guy, okay? All right, I have gone ahead and done this ahead of time. I have embossed a piece. This is 1 1/4 by 5 1/4 of Magenta Madness. This is with the Ornate Floral Embossing Folder, and it is gorgeous. It goes perfectly with this suite of products. So we're going to adhere that down onto our Misty Moonlight piece. And that's just going to go on the bottom, maybe about 3/4 of an inch from the bottom. Just like that, make sure it's nice and straight. Our flowers, I want to pop up on some dimensionals, so I'm going to grab some dimensionals. I have some side edge pieces here. So I'm just going to stick those down in the middle. Don't put them too close to the edge because we will be tucking our leaves in, so you don't want to hinder where the leaves are going to go. So we're going to put our Magenta Madness flower kind of almost center, and then our, this is Mango Melody, this is Magenta Madness. I told you guys, it's been a day. All right, now for our leaves, I'm just going to use my Tombow liquid glue. I'm going to put a little bit on the back, and I'm just going to kind of, like I said, just kind of tuck these under. I'll just do 2, 1 on each side. Kind of like that, and it doesn't matter where they go. You're just going to kind of stick them in. And like I said, that stem part gets covered up, so you don't have to worry about trimming it. This is just gonna get stuck in, just kind of like that. I think I like that a lot. Let me bring in our example. Okay, so for our embossed piece that we cut, I am just going to trim real close to the letters here. Just leave a little slight border, just like that. And I'm going to add some adhesive, mostly on the right side. And this will just go straight down, just like this. Beautiful. I have set a bow that I have already tied with the Flowers for Every Season ribbon pack. That is in the annual catalog. And it comes with 3 different ribbons. One of them is this beautiful Misty Moonlight twine. And I just want to tuck that under that happy birthday greeting on the left side. So isn't it coming together beautifully? So pretty. Okay, now we have to attach this to our card base. So I'm going to just add some adhesive to the back of this. And I have a Seaside spray card base here that we're going to attach it to. Seaside spray and Misty Moonlight, I think, are just colors that are made to be together. They're so perfect together. All right, so to finish it, I have some rhinestones that I'm going to get out. Use my Take Your Pick tool, and I'm going to add just a few rhinestones scattered around. One more little one right down there. So that is it. That is the card for today. Isn't it gorgeous? It's so stunning. I love those bold colors off of that blue background. It's just so beautiful. If you guys like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you are watching this on Facebook, I'd love it if you shared it with your friends. If you need to order any products, please head to my online store. Use this host code. Orders over $50 during January and February will earn free Sale-a-Bration products, as well as a free class in March from me. I'll be giving free classes to anybody who places a $50 order or more using that month's host code. So you can earn yourself a free class. All the details are in my January post, which is in the video description. If you want to subscribe to Paper Pumpkin, that link is also in the video description. Or head to my online store and shop. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I'll be back next Wednesday with another fun Facebook Live. Let me know if you want to see that gold gilded leafing stuff. I'd love to show you guys that. Otherwise, have a fantastic day, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.